Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Wilson, and thanks for being here. Oh, it's not even actually visible yet.
Yeah, good.
Good?
Yeah, good.
Okay, I should hit the display button here. Awesome. All right. My name's Wilson, and I'm actually originally from Seattle, and I went to school across the bay in the better school called Berkeley, not the one nearby here. And I have been an industrial engineer since 2009. I've been in and out of factories, about 180 of them around the world. I love manufacturing. So I think you might have seen a little bit of a shift from the previous presenters. Now we're going into the nitty-gritty of the actual factory floor operations. I live for the factories. I love to travel to go visit the factories. And what Arcstone does as an organization is just in this single sentence right here. We digitally run factory operations from the shop floor, and we interconnect them across the entire supply chain. Right? We were recognized in 2022 by Gartner as one of the cool vendors in this particular space. The software and the solutions that we run are directly to operate the whole factory, from planning, maintenance, quality control. The end-to-end process of everything that needs to run on the floor is managed by Arcstone's toolsets. We're headquartered in Singapore. We have operations pretty much all over the world. In the US, we have a center in Detroit, and in about 3-4 months' time, we're proud to also announce an open one in Monterrey, Mexico. So we've been doing a lot of work in this space to interconnect factories and link them together. We're in over 10 plus countries, thousands of users. We have about 230 plus deployments around the world. The industries that we cover are a wide range. The bulk of it is in the precision engineering space. So for our automotive friends, which I heard someone here was from Tesla, well, we cover some of your key suppliers. And we know exactly where your parts are because we trace them down to the individual piece as they're produced in real time. So if you need that information, come find me. We can probably get that set up for you very, very quickly, right? For those who are in the food and beverage space, we work with large organizations that you all are probably drinking from or eating from somewhere, sometime today or sometime this week, right? All these players need information, and some of the biggest problems that they're facing is in these three areas. Number one is, and I think you've heard these over and over again, there's still way too much paperwork, and it's the same on the factory floor as they are on a ship or on an airplane. We need those fully digitalized. That's one of the key areas that Arcstone focuses on. The second one is that data is available, but it's floating around in the ether. It's sitting in a machine, it's sitting in a third-party software solution. You have 50 of them running in your facility already or in your operations, and you need to pull them all into one operating system. That's what Arcstone does as well. And last but not least is, for factories especially, you don't have one supplier, you might have hundreds of suppliers or thousands of suppliers around the world. How do you coordinate and manage all this? Well, we have three key solutions to tackle exactly that. First one on the left-hand side is a toolset called ArcLight, a simple solution to quickly design and deploy a kind of a one-day click and go on-premise or on the cloud manufacturing execution system. So your whole digital workflow of what you do on the shop floor can be quickly drag and drop and created. Factory sizes of like 10 people to factory sizes of 1,000 people are onboarded immediately. So you start to have real traceability coming from the shop floor. Now, when you're ready to get to the next stage and you need live data coming from equipment, from machinery, from software solutions, you're running SAP, you're running Oracle, you need everything to come together into one location, you upgrade to the ArcOps portions, which is, it brings you to the next level of advanced functionalities. So how are you going to schedule production processes? How are you going to monitor quality control? How do you do equipment maintenance properly? And how do you slot that in so that it doesn't interrupt your production process? These are the tools that are designed to kind of help enhance that process. And for the largest of players here that need that end-to-end visibility across the entire supply chain, that I need to know where is the source of my part or component that I'm putting into the final finished product, that's where ArcNet comes in. I use this at the control tower level that I can oversee the entire production process, but now I have the kind of sniper vision into each and every single one of my key suppliers that's running the tools that are creating the products that I need from them, but I can see down to the individual piece that they produce. And that's the level of detail that we help provide for some of our core customers in this space. Last but not least, if you can imagine, all this data is not just for quality and compliance, but also for sustainability. It's the same way that we pull information from your key suppliers in terms of the quality and the parts that you produce, they would also be required, if you wish them to be required to, give you live information on the sustainability information. So which machines are running, the electricity consumption they're actually using, the clean water they may be using to actually produce the part and component would be reported to you in real time. So it becomes very, very difficult to fake data if you have to provide data in real time. So for us, it's about the openness and the transparency. We want everyone within the manufacturing space and the supply chain space to have end-to-end visibility. Through that process, that's how we start making improvements. When you can see it, then that's when you can start to improve it. So thank you.